All right, today's presenter. So our presenter today is Chris Wellington. He's from Foosye. And that's like all I have for you, Chris. So let's welcome Chris from Foosye.
Actually, my name is Ray Chow. Chris Wellington is the CEO of Foosye, and he's the one that's on the account. But I'm Ray Chow. I'm the Chief Food Truck Officer and co-founder of Foosye, so I'm here to represent Chris and myself. We came down here 2 years ago and have so much to update, but 6 minutes, I'm going to breeze right through it. So how many of you would love to find a picture like this right down the road? Being able to find your food truck and eat today, know what they're serving. That's one of the challenges that a lot of us find every single day. It's almost like winning the lottery when you see a food truck on the street and you're like, great, I know what I'm eating today. And so this is one of the challenges, and we all want that desire to be able to find the food truck, but the problem is we don't know where they're at. So whenever we do find one, we feel like we just won the lottery. So just real quick, I'm going to shoot some real quick numbers. Back in 2012, National Restaurant Association said there's like 4,000 trucks nationwide. And that's kind of like when the food truck craze kind of got launched. So they only had very limited data. Well, guess what? Foosye has built a database as of last year, a little over 59,000 food trucks. Now, we don't have all their contact information, but we've got a good number of it. And we're adding to that list every day. Industry itself is 2.7 billion. Of course, those are just estimated numbers, and I feel very confident that number is significantly higher. So, how do food trucks operate? And I call it DP squared. That's my little engineering background, and I call it drive, park, and pray. Well, I have a food truck. I've been running for 6+ years. This is what I do every morning. I get the truck ready, get it loaded, staff, we're driving to our location. And then we're like, all right, where do we park? Now we're parking it. All right, let's get everything off the floor and get on the windows and the shelves so they don't fall down. And we set it up, windows open, open sign. Now we're praying. Customers like you come and buy from me and say, all right, Ray, I'm ready to spend money with you. But like the problem that we had earlier, a lot of my customers don't know how to find me. Okay? And when I started a food truck, I'm not a social media expert. You know, I just learned English 2 years ago. Okay? So, just kind of like a typical scenario. Me, Ashley, she's an event planner. Okay? She wants to hire a food truck, but she doesn't know where to hire, what's the right one to hire, are they going to show up, are they going to be late, are they expensive, are they cheap, are they professional? She doesn't know. And then this food truck owner guy, he looks, you know, fairly happy, but, you know, and he's also in the same boat. He's drive, parking, and praying. There's so much I got to do every day just to get to my location ready to serve. I actually forgot to tell everyone what I was serving today. And then there's Charlie, the consumer. You know, he's visiting Colombia for a few days, and he really wants to eat from a local business, and he really wants to try some of the food trucks, but he can't find them. He doesn't know where to find them. So, you know, food truck owners like myself, event planners like Ashley, general consumers like Charlie, they're just a small piece of the total industry ecosystem. Then there's other customer segments, such as vendors and suppliers, like Sam's Club, municipalities, food truck parks and lots, a lot of vendors that sells tires and so forth. They're all part of the ecosystem as well, and they have a need to be able to find food truck owners because they want to provide a product and service for them just as well. So the rise of the food truck has totally disrupted the food industry that we all know. Okay, most people can build a food truck for $40,000, $50,000 in business for themselves. Great, I'm an entrepreneur. A lot of them don't know the ins and outs of running a business. They don't know how to do social media. They don't know how to prep. And some of them don't even know how to follow the regulations and permitting process. So they're out there seriously drive, parking, and praying really bad. So this has created a very big problem for the industry because there are those who do know how to follow the rules and are successful at it. And then there's a lot who are still learning as they're kind of building their business. So Foosye right now has been learning over the last couple of years. That's why we're here today. Because we have, if I knew 2 years ago, I'd know now, I would have done it 2 years ago. But we're just now learning to pivot. We're pivoting to revenue generation. And we kind of learned that you have to make money to stay in business. You have to make money to be profitable. I know it's pretty basic and elementary, but it took us a few years to kind of get that to sink in. But better today than never. So currently we've got like 900 users on a beta app that we've created for the food truck owners. And it gives them a feature of checking in. It's like a digital open close sign. And we've got 900 users in 23 different states. And if we said, hey, we can turn on that feature and everyone starts paying us, we could realistically generate a pretty sizable income with feedback. And of course, every startup needs investors. And instead of attachments and sending everything over and over again, been very proud that we've developed a Foosye investor portal where all the information, one site, and keep it current all the time. And it's password protected, so only investors can access it. And of course, if you're a food truck owner, download the food truck app and start using it today. Because bottom line, if your customers can't find you, they can't buy from you. My name's Ray Chow. Last name Chow, of course I'm in the food industry. I'm a chief food truck officer and co-founder of Foosye. And I appreciate your time. There's my contact information. Thank you very much.